So we have some breaking news here. We're going to go over to Paul Babb and David McGavran, our CEO, for the latest and greatest. Check them out.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody out there in the interverse. And let's all welcome Dave McGavran back from vacation. First day back from a little bit of vacation time. Hey, Dave?
Yeah, I was just got back yesterday morning with some confusion at the border. So they thought I was supposed to be in quarantine. There was some confusion about risk areas. And so I'm sitting in my living room today instead of at the office, but it was a mistake and I get to go back to the office tomorrow. So you're Excellent. Coming live from my living room.
Live from Dave's living room. We're still getting our announcements. That's good stuff. There's been a little bit of news before our current news, right? I mean, Universe 3.3.
Yeah, it shipped, I believe, right before I went on vacation. So about 2 weeks ago, 3.3 got out there for Universe. Great new features, great new tools, and some presets, and it seems to be going over really well. So we're really excited to get that out to our Universe customers. So that's some fun news.
Yep, response has been really good on that one. I also have a little news on partner support or getting a little closer to one of our partners.
Yeah, so we've been talking a lot since I've been at Maxon about Cineware and how many people use it and how it's available in After Effects and Unity and some other places, all of our Nemetschek partners with Allplan and Vectorworks and Graphisoft. But we also released it with Unreal last year, and that partnership's been going extremely well with Epic. So just in July, we were extremely happy to take that partnership to the next level, and Epic's been very generous and gave us a mega grant. So we'll be working very closely with Epic on the integration between Cinema 4D and Unreal with the Cineware engine. And that's all going on in the next couple months. So there'll be more news on that towards the end of the year. But we're extremely excited to be working closer with Epic on Unreal integration with Cinema 4D.
Nice. So the idea is obviously just keep on increasing that workflow, making sure that seamless workflow happens between Cinema 4D and Unreal.
Yeah, you want to be able to take all your models that you're designing in Cinema 4D and go directly into Unreal, be able to go back and make changes and update them immediately. We're just going to try to tighten that integration to make it as smooth as possible to go between your modeling and your Cinema 4D workflows and over into your Unreal workflows.
Nice. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of people are going to be excited about that, especially Mr. Winbush, who will be presenting later this week. But I think we have some more interesting news than just a little bit of that. I mean, not to say that the Unreal and the Universe 3.3 aren't interesting news, but I think what people are really wanting to hear is more about is the next rev of Cinema 4D.
Yeah, back in April, we brought out S22, which brought a lot of new features. And so there's some great stuff there. And at SIGGRAPH, we showed some technology previews of what was going to be in the next version of Cinema 4D. So tonight, what we're really announcing is Cinema 4D R23. It's got, of course, all the cool stuff in S22, but a ton of new features as well. And so to talk about R23, we've got some great features here, and Rick's going to show us some R23 features.
Excellent.
Thanks, Dave. And hi, everyone. Today, I'm excited to show you some of the great new features in Cinema 4D Release 23. Our focus for this release is animation, and we've added some key tools, especially for character animators, while also making a number of workflow improvements that'll make it faster, easier, and more intuitive than ever to animate anything in Cinema 4D. Let's take a look. We've added two great rigs to Cinema 4D's character object, a dedicated face rig and a toon rig that makes it easy to animate toon-styled characters with bendy limbs. There's a new pose lib, which allows teams to define and easily apply specific poses and blend them when creating keyframed animation. The pose definition can be applied to multiple characters that use the same rig. A new character solver makes it easy to apply motion from one rig to another, so it's easy to retarget motion capture animation to your characters. And we've also included a great library of preset motion capture content. A new Delta Mush deformer does a great job of smoothing joint-based deformation. So in many cases, basic auto weighting is all that you need. We've made lots of improvements to the overall animation workflow, with more intuitive auto keying that only creates keyframes when you want them. filtering in the Attribute Manager to show only animated or animatable attributes, and the option to copy ease curves and paste on segments with different length values. There's some great new options to create multiple markers based on beats per minute, and to cycle the preview range between various markers. We've also updated the display and user interface of basic deformers, so they're more intuitive and it's easier than ever to align them properly with your object. Of course, we've also continued our work on UVs from S22, with improvements to snapping, alignment, and support for multiple objects, all key enhancements for product visualization and hard surface UV editing. We've also added initial support for USD, improved support for OBJ, including support for animated sequences, and a technical preview of Cinema 4D's new node-based core, as we showed you last SIGGRAPH. I hope you're as excited as we are about all the great new features in Cinema 4D Release 23. You can visit the Maxon.net webpage for videos and a detailed description of everything that's new in the release. But there's one more feature that we're really excited about, and it's a great early example of how Cinema 4D can make use of Red Giant's outstanding imaging technology. To demonstrate the integration of Magic Bullet looks in Cinema 4D, I'd like to introduce Jonas Pils.
Thanks, Rick. I'm happy to show you another result of our combined forces here at Maxon, the integration of Magic Bullet looks into Cinema 4D. Magic Bullet Looks is the industry standard when it comes to creating and applying a look to your project, and I want to show you some ways of using it inside of Cinema 4D. So let's get started. When you open the render settings, you can see that Magic Bullet Looks is already here in the post effects list. We just need to activate it, and then we can open Magic Bullet Looks here directly from the render settings, or from the viewport, or from the picture viewer. So let's open it up. So here we are in Magic Bullet Looks, and the easiest way to apply a look is to choose one of the more than 200 presets. You can just hover over the presets here, and this will give you a preview. And you can also just click the star here to add it to the favorites, and this way you have got quick access to the look, and by clicking it, you apply it here. Now you can see how the preset was built. You can also adjust some parameters or even add new effects. And to do so, we have to open up the Tools menu here and add one of the 41 tools to the look. Now we can adjust this as well. And once we are happy with the look, we can hit this button and save this look as a custom preset. And this preset can then be reused in all other host applications supporting Magic Bullet Looks. Those are, for example, Adobe After Effects, Premiere Pro, but also Apple Final Cut, Avid Media Composer, and many more. For demonstration, I will switch to After Effects, and in the Magic Bullet Looks effect, I hit Edit, and you can see the same window pops up, and now we can go to Custom Looks, and here is the look we just created inside of Cinema 4D. We just hit Apply, and the look is applied in After Effects. So you can see this really perfectly integrates with post-production pipelines. All right, let's jump back to Cinema 4D because I want to show you another cool thing. Let's say you just want to take your viewport display to the next level by adding some visible highlights, glow, and whatnot. And guess what? You can absolutely do that using Magic Bullet Looks. Let's go to View, Send to Magic Bullet Looks, and then we open up the Tools menu again, and from the Matte section, we just drag and drop the star filter in and adjust it just a little bit and hit OK down here. And now everything what's left to do is to enable Magic Bullet Looks in the viewport. This way, Magic Bullet Looks is applied live, and you can also, of course, render this out using the viewport renderer. As you can see, Magic Bullet Looks adds a whole lot more options to the viewport as well as to your entire video post-production pipeline. So all that's left to say from my side is that I'm very excited to see what you are going to create with this and all of the other new features in Cinema 4D R23. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks, Jonas. That looks really amazing. I'm extremely excited to see Magic Bullet Looks inside of Cinema 4D. This is the beginning of the technology merging we thought about when we brought Red Giant and Maxon together into one company. There's so much technology that we can do to improve the workflows for our customers. This is just the beginning, and there's a lot more coming. Additionally, in the next few days, Redshift will bring out a version of their product that supports R23, and it also will support Magic Bullet Looks. So this is how we're going to be bringing our technologies together. And with this, I'm extremely excited to announce our new subscription product, Maxon One. Tomorrow, you'll be able to go to our website and get Maxon One. It's a new subscription product that gives you access to all of the Maxon technologies. That's Red Giant, it's Redshift for Cinema 4D, and Cinema 4D, all for one low price. And with that, you can log in with your Maxon ID and get access to all the technology. And it even works with our organizational accounts for easy management when you have a lot of users in your company. This is going to be the beginning of a journey to bring our companies closer and closer together. And the technology is going to make it much easier for our customers to use all of our tools.
Hey, Dave, that's wow. Maxon One, that's got to be a surprise to some people that we were able to pull that bundle together as quickly as we did.
Yeah, the teams are working really great together, as you can see with the Magic Bullet integration and with the ability to log in now with your Maxon ID to get access to Maxon One. It's all coming together really well, and there'll be a lot more exciting news from the different technology groups at Maxon later this year as well.
Yeah, just so everybody knows, Dave's keeping us hopping, that's for sure. Hey, so there was a question online. People were asking, do they actually need a license of Magic Bullet Looks in order to use Magic Bullet Looks inside of Cinema 4D?
No, Magic Bullet Looks comes with Cinema 4D R23. All of this will be available tomorrow. Redshift will also be supporting Magic Bullet Looks, and that'll come out tomorrow as well, sometime throughout the day. And you'll be able to use Magic Bullet Looks with Cinema 4D and Redshift.
Excellent. Yeah, and today, actually, I should mention that the website will be updated today with some additional videos from Jonas, Rick, Demetrius, Orestes, breaking down a lot of the features that you're going to see in R23. Probably a lot of questions about the difference between S22 and an R23. We should point out that R23 is an update for both subscribers and for perpetual users. Subscribers, of course, the upgrade is free. It's a part of your subscription. And for the perpetual users, there is an upgrade path for them, correct?
Correct. The upgrade, as we said, would be available on the perpetual train, and that's going to be released tomorrow. If you want to get the upgrade, go ahead and contact Maxon or your reseller directly. Otherwise, your subscription will get you access to R23 as soon as it's downloadable, which is sometime tomorrow, depending on time zones and where you sit, but it's definitely available tomorrow.
Right. And we probably should point out that for those former MSA customers or people who have been holding on to Perpetual who are thinking about transferring over to a subscription-based system or to Maxon One, there'll be a path for them as well.
Absolutely. We offer a great discount if you want to come over from MSAs if it's expiring, or if you've ever had an MSA, you can come over. Again, contact your reseller or Maxon and we'll give you a great deal to come across to the subscription. Otherwise, yeah, everything will be live on the website tomorrow. I think we have some great feature videos that are going up tonight because we didn't show everything. We showed some of the key animation features, but there's a ton of other stuff in there. And of course, everything that was in S22 is available in R23 as well. That's how we'll be doing things. We'll be releasing stuff throughout the year to our subscribers, and we'll be rolling up all of that into a perpetual release, on a different cadence.
Excellent. Excellent. I should also point out that next week on Monday, there will be a webinar by Simon and his team going through some of the R23 features as well. I'm sure somebody will post that in the chat so you can grab a hold of that. But yeah, there's the one thing I have to say or add today, go to the website later today and watch some of those videos. There's no way we could have sat and broken down everything in there. Some of the character tools are just amazing. We actually also have an animated short done by Chan Erdeman that is part of our lineup of videos that you're going to see in the What's New in R23. And that piece, the Artista, was created all with using the new character tools, so it can show you what you can do. And that was, I think, over the course of 3 months, him and his team put together. It's pretty amazing. Great piece. I'm sure you've seen it as well, Dave.
Yeah, the animation stuff, the rigs are spectacular, and it's just so much fun to watch what's being made with them already.
Yeah,
we've had some
really
great activity in our beta group. Yeah.
Yeah, we really do. We really do. Can't thank the community enough for everything they've been adding to all of this and the feedback and the work that they're giving to us. There's been some great stuff. I'm looking at questions. Neutron's going to be part of R23. There's some excitement around Neutron, which is Neutron was the code name during development time, but that's now the scene node system inside of Cinema 4D.
Yep, and that'll be available for tomorrow. Again, it's not fully baked yet. We need our community to work with us to get it finished up. But everything you saw that we showed at SIGGRAPH, you can play with tomorrow using the node system.
Does S22 automatically have what R23 has, or do we have to hop in between? I think that's an easy answer.
R23 is inclusive of all the S22 features. That's the bigger number at the end is the key giveaway.
Right. And of course, we're getting the question about Redshift for Mac.
Yeah, we're continuing to work really hard. We did get our private beta started, so you can, if you're a Redshift customer, you can see some discussions about that on the Redshift forums. It is in private beta. We've got a good group of people testing this for us. We did find a couple little bugs that we wanted to address, but Apple and us are working really, really close together to get that out. So as soon as we can, it'll be going into a broader beta very, very soon now.
Excellent.
But it's definitely on track and it's looking great. And there's some great updates on the Redshift forum if you're a Redshift customer.
Yeah, I think you mentioned you had been playing with it a little bit in the last day or so.
Yeah, that's the first thing I did when I got back from vacation was to download the current beta version, and it's looking really good on my laptop here. So this is an Apple laptop with the GPU in it that supports Redshift. So I'll be able to play with it today.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, want to say, Maxon One subscription price. It is $11.99 in US dollars and $1,099 in euros. Is that correct?
That sounds about right. I also always forget the different currency versions, but that'll be up again on the website. Now I know the US price is about $99 a month on a year subscription, I believe.
Yes. So you have to go to the site to check that out. It is available in multiple currencies, so it is hard for us to keep up with all of that. But yeah, it's around $1,200 annually, about $99 a month was the goal to get to. So I think that'll be a very attractive price for a lot of people. Dave, thanks for coming on so quickly after your vacation.
There is one more question. I'll answer right there. We forgot to mention it. If you already are a subscriber to Cinema 4D or Cinema 4D Bits Redshift, there's a really easy way on your account info page. We'll have some instructions on how to do that to go ahead and upgrade to Maxon One, and it'll get you just the price difference on the time that's remaining in your subscription. So it's an easy way to upgrade from a current subscription over to Maxon One.
Yeah, excellent. Well, once again, thanks for coming on so quickly after your vacation. I know you just got back in and you probably have a load of things to catch up on, but appreciate you coming on to kind of give us everybody the news. And we're going to kick off the show. We've got 16 great presentations over the next 4 days, some great stuff, a few little additions at the last minute that we're bringing in, but I think you're going to enjoy everything that we've got to show. That's it. We're going to take a quick little break, show you a few commercials and some demo reels, and then we'll be back with our first presentation.